What's up guys, it's me, Phones, and today I'm going to rank Mascot horror games. One genre of horror that has become popular. Mascot horror is actually two things. Some people use it as a term to describe a genre, and some people use the term as an insult. Now lots of horror media has mascots, Jason, Freddy Krueger, and Pennywise. But mascot horror is usually aimed at kids and is not to make something scary, but to make something appealing to kids. You bozo of making a horror game? You make me laugh, buddy. But this is my opinion, so if I said something meme about Poppy Playtime Chapter 2...
A, B, C, D, E, F, you and your mom and your sister and your job.
But if we're being serious, please don't be an asshole. You are allowed to disagree with me without coming across as a dick. Anyway, let's start ranking. The first Five Nights at Freddy's game is amazing. It came out in 2014 and has become 10 years old, and maybe will be 10 years old when this video is uploaded. Now, you are a night watch ready to survive. I mean, work from 12 AM to 6 AM. You have these doors that close and they have lights. But you have power. So the doors, lights, and cameras and fan will drain it. So use your power wisely. Wait, where did Bonnie go? So the robots move and try to kill you. It's a very good game and is worth the price. Play it now. Awesome tier. Fnaf 2 is great, and that probably pissed off a lot of people. There are two groups of groups of characters: the toys and withers. The toys are kid friendly. We got Freddy, Gay Bonnie, Sexy Chica, and Mangle Tangle Strangle Dangle. The wither ones are worn down. Those are Elder Freddy, Faceless Bonnie, Foodie Chica, and Depressed Foxy. Also, we got Golden Elder Freddy, but nobody cares about him. We also got two new characters, the Puppet and Balloon Boy. The Puppet is a puppet that needs a music box that you wind up. Balloon Boy needs you to put on the mask when he is in the left vent. Toy Freddy will be in the hall. He will go straight to your office, pull down the mask. Wither Freddy is the same as Toy Freddy, but the limited amounts of time is shortened. Toy Bonnie comes out the right vent and you use the mask when you see him. Wither Bonnie is Wither Freddy, but he goes for the left vent. Toy Chica does the same thing as Toy Bonnie, but on the left vent. Wither Chica is like Wither Bonnie, but goes through the right vent. Mangle is like Balloon Boy, but they can go through the right vent. So awesome tier. This game is overhated. I think this game is good, and it's not that bad. The worst part is nights after 4. They become ridiculous, but the first 4 nights are solid. Springtrap is an amazing add-on to this game. The idea that this man killed 5 kids and possessed the robots that tried to kill you is scary. You are facing the killer. Use audio to lure Springtrap. I guess he has nothing else better to do. Like I said, nights after 4 are insane. But it would be awesome tier, but it's going to be good tier because of that. Now this game is solid. You're basically a child who has nightmares about Freddy and friends. You use the flashlight to scare away the characters. But if you scare them too close, they will kill you. You have to listen for breathing. When you hear it, close the door. Night 5 is where Nightmare Fredbear is the final boss. When Night 5's minigame plays, the child and his brother stuff into the mouth of Fredbear, and he dies. I'm starting to talk about these games faster because there is a lot to go through. So to keep it short, FNAF is going in good tier. You go to a rental place and check on the characters such as Circus Baby, Funtime Foxy, and Funtime Freddy. Instead of surviving until 6 AM, you go for vents and rooms to complete tasks. At the end, we get scooped and so the characters can possess us. I like the custom night and I like Funtime Freddy. And I like the ending. Good tier. This is my favorite FNAF game. I love the idea of making your own pizzeria. I like trashing the game, it's so funny. Then there's 3 parts every night. 1, the Tycoon, 2, standard FNAF, and 3, the salvage. When you end night 5, you get FNAF's best ending. Skip here if you don't want to sit through it.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name. But I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection, and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, yet somehow out of reach. But you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still, and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace, and perhaps more, waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms, the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest, for you, and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends, for all of us, in communication.
Awesome tier. This game is really good. Made by Unique Geese, Indigo Park is a horror game where you play as Ed, and you try to find out what happened at Indigo Park. Only 1 chapter is out right now, but man, I enjoyed this game. It has this raccoon named Rambly. Rambly is an AI who helps you. We meet the other mascots. Those are Finley, Molly, and Lloyd. So we go into a feeder, and Lloyd finds us and tries to attack us. But our critter cuff makes him run away. Then we end up in Molly's landing pad and solve a puzzle. Next, we get chased by Molly and she dies. We go to Oceanic Odyssey and that's where the game ends. I love the characters and puzzles. The fact that this isn't made by someone greedy is a plus too. Overall, good tier. This game sucks. First of all, this game is 10 minutes long, but it's free, so we spawn into BanBan's kindergarten. We spawn into BanBan's kindergarten and get the drone. The drone sucks. Sometimes it just hits the wall and is just slow. We meet a Pila bird who needs 6 eggs, and then gives us a key card. Then we get into the goofiest chase ever. It just ends like that. So we go on the lift and go down. We meet Josh and the game ends. Bad tier. character. We get knocked out in the head by BanBan himself and get the worst voice acting.
Three birds with one stone. I get all of your keycards, I get the perfect specimen, and I don't have to deal with that thing down there. And it's all thanks to you. Oh, come on. I didn't hit you that hard. Or maybe I did. Either way, it's best you take a nap while I prepare for our little surgery.
We do more stupid puzzles later and get chased. After the chase, we learn that this place is even bigger than we expected. Then we go down left again. The end. Bad tier. You play as an ex-worker for Joy Drew Studios, the one studio in the 30s and 40s that made the Bendy cartoons. After we get chased by Bendy, we end up in Chapter 2. Chapter 3 has Pastra's Dream Girl.
What is your face removed?
Oh, that's hot.
Chapter 4 is where Boris dies. Chapter 5 is where we kill Bendy. I like this game. Good tier. This game is boring. First, this game is just Bendy in a toy factory. First chapter is short and lacks any good gameplay. Don't give me that, it's a horror game. It's not supposed to be fun. FNAF is fun. Any horror shooter game is fun. There are ways to make horror games fun. It's decently scary, but I think any studio could recreate the fear of this game. Huggy Wuggy is goofy, only scary near the end of the game. You get chased and he dies. We then release this doll named Poppy and the game ends. Mediocre tier. This game is Chapter 1, but just longer. I haven't played this game, but I watched a playthrough. Jeez, it's boring. Mommy Longlegs is the worst horror design I have ever seen. This character is so unscary that I think Huggy Wuggy is scarier. You kill Mommy Longlegs.
What have you done? You make me part of you! You can't do this to me!
You do some random stuff and the game ends. Bad tier. I thought this game was gonna suck, but it was good. I like that the main monster looks decently scary instead of whatever this is. Also, I love the Playhouse section and how graphic Dog Day's death is.
And this madness, the torments. Oh no. Oh no! Leave me! Please! Just go! Run!
I would not expect a game like this to ever show this. Your school is a good part. The ending has defeated and prayed to his god. But then his dog kills him and then realizes his religion is a lie. We end up knowing what happened to our coworkers. The Hour of Joy is where all the workers got slaughtered and we see thousands of dead bodies on the floor of the factory. This is for a VHS tape, but still, like I said, the fact that Mob Games was able to portray something like this is wild. Especially in a game that's targeted to, kids. This honestly just makes me sad that FNAF will never do anything like this again. because their child audience can't handle it, even if the children who liked it was able to handle it. I wasn't that scared of the FNAF lore when I was little. Anyways, this goes into good tier. This game sucks. It's free and is on Roblox, but still this game is bad. Also, I love how everyone dies on the first stage. This proves that the players are little children. You end up with four people at the end. You start with like 15. The monsters are not that scary. I guess I'll just rank Chapter 1 in this video because I do not think I have the mental state to do that right now. Comment if you want me to rank Chapter 2 in the sequel. I just remembered Chapter 2 exists now while I was writing this script. Also, the lore is stupid. It's basically the Roblox game camping, but not good. It's very bad. Bad tier. This Roblox game is amazing. First, it's based on Spooky Jumpscare Mansion and Rooms. Massive W on the spookiest part. You need to go through 100 doors, but there are monsters. Rush will, well, rush past you and you need to hide to avoid getting caught. Screech is an annoying demon who needs you to look at him or else there will be damage done to you. Seek runs down a hallway and chases you. Figure has these puzzles and he is blind. There are so many more demons. This game is fun. Awesome tier. This game has you get kidnapped by Granny, and you need to collect items to escape. Now, I don't believe that this game is really Mascot horror, but I think somebody would comment, "You forgot Granny!" Honestly, this game to some people just looks like a cheap horror game, but you can tell that the maker really put love and care into this game. This game has more gameplay than most horror games nowadays. The reason I don't think this is a Mascot horror game is that it's a grandma. And there's nothing childish about grandma. You can be a killer if you have grandkids or not. That's just how it works. This is a spin-off to the Sundrina series that started in 2013, 1 year before Five Nights at Freddy's. I think anything before FNAF is not Mascot horror. That's also a reason why I don't think it's Mascot horror. Good tier. This game is Granny 1, but better. It has Grandpa. Grandpa does not hear anything, but will be alerted to the Iron Maiden or Granny dying. We have a child who is very ugly. Granny has a helicopter, which don't question it. I overall think Granny Chapter 2 is good. Awesome tier. This game is average. First of all, this game does some good things, like Grandpa has a shotgun and added Sundrina. But that's really it. I like how it's more outdoors, but the layout of the house is whack, man. It's somewhat disappointing. Average tier. Mascot horror is a genre of horror games that are mixed. Lots of them are just for kids, but some are good. Thanks for watching, and please join my Discord server. Bye bye!